Hey there, guys. It's Greg T. I'm just doing a quick, walkthrough on how to set up our chapters as far as incoming or planning the LTs or the leadership teams. Reason being is what we need to do is we need to ensure that for both April 1st and October 1st of every year, we have the correct leadership teams in the planning area. And if any changes happen on these leadership teams, over the term, from April to end of September and October to the end of March, we need to make sure that these changes are being handled or set up in the planning. Reason being is that BNI Connect apparently is set up so that it has the terms starting on April 1st and October 1st still, because globally we have different regions who renew either on April 1st or October 1st for that year, right? So the way that BNI Connect's been set up to work around, and I do hope that gets changed at some point, but is they shut down, delete everybody from the LT, and then add in the planned people first at the changeover. So what we have noticed, or what happened, was we had suddenly LTs that didn't have access anymore, or LTs that people were put in and weren't there anymore. So this is why we asked you to check and make sure we have the rosters all correct. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm using my Connect access. It's going to look a little bit different than yours, possibly just because I've got different access permissions for different things than you might. But once you log in, if you go to admin and to chapter, that'll be the chapters that you manage, okay? You'll be able to go here to the managed leadership team. I'm going to click on that. And as you see, there's two different spots here, or three, I should say, that you can go manage the current LT and the plan. The plan one is what I want to talk to today. So I'm using BNI Optimum as an example because it's just, my own chapter. And hey, I may find some differences here. So let's take a quick look. Going through here, we say, okay, here's where we had, right now it actually says unassigned. What's that mean? That means my entire chapter has changed. What do you know? So I'm going to go and change this stuff and get it back to where it needs to be. So Sashiko is our president. Actually, no, this is for the plan. This is for next term. So no, that is correct. Actually, they have this blank. My apologies. So yeah, the way it is, so we go in there and make sure that the same people that are entered for April are also entered in for the planning after the April 1st kicks in. So that, it's going to take us a little bit of, okay, plan 4, here's what we're going, and here's where the new people come in. That is an important step to make sure we do. So I'm just going to kind of go back and take a quick look at this. And this is back to where we can do our planning. So let's go to the manage the leadership team again, manage current LT. So here's our existing. So when we're managing the current, that's just making sure that everybody is in place where they need to be. Now, what can be very helpful is to, go here to the planning, open that in a new link so I can maybe work both on, side by side here. So we got Sashiko, Sam. All this seems to be decent as far as who's in what areas, other than Andrew is here. He's not actually and so I'm going to do an edit here and make sure this is the same as it should be. So what we'll do is once we have all this set, then what I would advise is you open a new tab, go to the plan section, and then do that again. So April 1st clicks in, we look, there's our current LT. Have you go in there and say, okay, here's our planned LT that are for the next term or the continuation as of October 1st. And as long as these are the same, it'll all kick over and there'll be no changes. If these are empty, such as what is shown here, all the LT then will be removed. And that's just the way this is. So we can't do that. We want to make sure. And then, of course, we'll get lots of problems where people can't access don't have the permissions they need. They can't access the stats. They can't do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go in here and continue or just change some of the things otherwise in this one. And I hope this makes sense. If you got any questions, reach out and ask. And we will get moving from there. So thanks a lot. Take care, guys.